The WNBA season delivered another instant classic on Saturday, May 24, 2025. The New York Liberty narrowly defeated the Indiana Fever in a thrilling contest. The final score was a razor-thin 90-88. This game was decided in the very last moments. It kept fans on the edge of their seats until the final buzzer. The atmosphere in Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis was absolutely electric. Fans knew they were witnessing a special matchup between two talented teams. This early season game already had a playoff feel, showcasing the intensity and skill present in the league today. The stakes were high, and both teams played with incredible passion from start to finish. The game's outcome hung in the balance until the final seconds. Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty stepped up to the free throw line with just 2.2 seconds remaining. She calmly sank both shots, putting the Liberty ahead. The Indiana Fever had one last chance to tie or win the game. However, they were unable to get a shot attempt off before time expired. This secured a hard-fought victory for the defending WNBA champions. The tension was palpable as Ionescu prepared for those crucial free throws. Her composure under such immense pressure highlighted her status as one of the league's premier players. This contest was a showcase of momentum swings and individual brilliance. The Liberty had to overcome a significant 12-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Earlier in the game, the Fever themselves had battled back from a 15-point hole in the first half. This back-and-forth nature made the game incredibly engaging for everyone watching. Both teams demonstrated remarkable resilience and a refusal to give in. The lead changed hands multiple times, making every possession feel critical. It was a true testament to the competitive spirit of both squads, fighting tooth and nail for every point. The game, broadcast nationally on CBS and streamed on Paramount Plus and Fubo, captured the attention of basketball fans across the country. It tipped off at 1 p.m. ET, providing a perfect Saturday afternoon sports spectacle. The energy in Gainbridge Fieldhouse was undeniable, with a passionate crowd backing the home team, the Indiana Fever. Pre-game predictions largely favored the New York Liberty, the reigning champions. However, the Fever proved they were more than capable of competing with the league's elite, pushing them to their absolute limit. This matchup certainly lived up to its billing as a must-watch game. The first quarter set the tone for a high-scoring and intense affair. The New York Liberty edged the Indiana Fever with a score of 30-29. Breanna Stewart was instrumental for the Liberty early on, pouring in 10 points in the opening frame. Her teammates Jonquel Jones and Sabrina Ionescu also made significant contributions, each adding 8 points. For the Fever, Aaliyah Boston was a force in the paint, scoring 10 points. Rookie sensation Caitlin Clark showcased her all-around game with 7 points, 6 assists, but also committed 4 turnovers. Both teams shot the ball exceptionally well, with the Fever hitting 71% from the field and the Liberty converting 64% of their shots. Foul trouble was an early concern, with several starters picking up 2 fouls. The second quarter saw the New York Liberty assert their dominance. They orchestrated an impressive 18-1 run, which allowed them to build a substantial 15-point lead. By halftime, the Liberty were ahead 55-46. Their offensive efficiency continued, as they maintained a 64% shooting percentage from the field. Sabrina Ionescu led a balanced Liberty attack, with 4 players reaching double figures in scoring by the half. Ionescu herself had 15 points. Natasha Cloud also provided a spark with 10 points before the break. The Liberty's ability to share the ball and find open shots was key to their surge in this period. On the Indiana Fever side, Aaliyah Boston continued her stellar play despite the team falling behind. She had amassed 17 points and 5 rebounds by halftime, proving to be a consistent threat in the low post. However, Caitlin Clark struggled with her shooting, particularly from beyond the arc, going 0 for 5 from 3-point range in the first half. Despite her shooting woes, Clark continued to facilitate the offense, tallying 8 assists. She also accumulated 6 turnovers, an area the Liberty defense was keen to exploit. The Fever needed to regroup at halftime to counter the Liberty's offensive onslaught. The initial predictions from analysts seemed to be holding true as the Liberty built their lead. Most experts, including those from DraftKings Network and CBS Sports, had picked New York to win. They cited the Liberty's overwhelming defense and star power as key factors. One specific prediction from Action Network's Jim Turvey suggested Aaliyah Boston would score under 15.5 points. Boston quickly surpassed that prediction in the first half alone, showcasing her offensive prowess against a tough Liberty interior defense. The first half demonstrated the Liberty's championship caliber, but also Boston's individual brilliance for the Fever. The third quarter witnessed a dramatic shift in momentum as the Indiana Fever came storming back. They outscored the New York Liberty by a remarkable 30-13 margin in this period. This offensive explosion allowed the Fever to erase their halftime deficit and take the lead. A crucial 12-4 run fueled their comeback, energizing the home crowd at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Fever's defense also tightened, making it much more difficult for the Liberty to find easy baskets. This turnaround was a testament to the Fever's resilience and their ability to make adjustments during the game, completely flipping the script. Caitlin Clark was a central figure in the Fever's third-quarter resurgence. After a challenging first half from three-point range, she found her shooting stroke. With 1:04 left in the quarter, Clark hit a spectacular step-back three-pointer while being fouled, completing the four-point play. She then electrified the crowd further by sinking another three-pointer right at the third-quarter buzzer. By the end of the third, Clark had accumulated 16 points and 10 assists, showcasing her dual-threat capability. However, turnovers remained an issue, as she reached 8 for the game, indicating areas for continued growth. Aaliyah Boston continued her dominant performance for the Indiana Fever. She was incredibly efficient, and by the end of the third quarter, she had an impressive 23 points on 11 of 12 shooting from the field. Her consistency provided a vital anchor for the Fever's offense. Kelsey Mitchell also stepped up significantly in the third quarter, contributing 9 crucial points to the Fever's tally. The team as a whole was shooting an impressive 54% from the field. For the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu remained a consistent offensive threat, reaching 19 points by the end of the quarter, trying to weather the storm created by the Fever. As the third quarter concluded, the Indiana Fever held a 76-68 lead. The atmosphere in the arena was buzzing with excitement. The home team had not only erased a significant deficit, but had built a comfortable lead heading into the final period. This powerful surge from the Fever demonstrated their potential to compete with the top teams in the WNBA. The Liberty, the defending champions, suddenly found themselves on the back foot. They needed to regroup and find answers to Indiana's potent offensive display and intensified defensive pressure if they hoped to reclaim control of the game. Facing an 8-point deficit entering the fourth quarter, the New York Liberty began to methodically chip away at Indiana's lead. They demonstrated the poise and experience of defending champions. The Liberty orchestrated a critical 13-2 run, showcasing their offensive firepower and defensive tenacity when it mattered most. This impressive surge was capped by a clutch three-pointer from Jonquel Jones with 5:34 remaining in the game. That shot cut the Fever's lead to just 1 point, setting the stage for a thrilling and nerve-wracking conclusion. The momentum, which had firmly been with Indiana, started to swing back towards New York. The final minutes were a tense battle, with both teams trading blows. Jonquel Jones was immense for the Liberty, finishing the game with a dominant 26 points and 12 rebounds. Her performance was crucial in anchoring the Liberty's comeback. For the Fever, Aaliyah Boston matched Jones's intensity, concluding her outstanding night with 27 points and 12 rebounds. Lexi Hull, making her first start of the season for Indiana, also had a strong game, contributing 15 points, as did Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark finished with 18 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds, but her 9 turnovers proved costly in such a tight contest. The game ultimately came down to the final possession and Sabrina Ionescu's clutch free throws. With just 2.2 seconds on the clock and the game tied, Ionescu drew a foul and calmly made both shots, giving the Liberty a 90-88 lead. The Fever were unable to get a final shot off, sealing their fate. Ionescu finished with 23 points, underscoring her importance to the Liberty, especially in high-pressure situations. This victory improved the Liberty's record, reinforcing their status as a top contender, while the Fever dropped to 2-2 on the season, despite their valiant effort. The game was watched by notable figures including Indiana Pacers coach Rick Carlisle and star guard Tyrese Halliburton, who were in attendance at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Their presence highlighted the growing excitement around the WNBA and the Fever. While pre-game odds had favored the Liberty, the Fever's performance showed they are a rapidly improving team capable of challenging anyone. This narrow victory for the Liberty served as a reminder of their championship medal, while the Fever gained valuable experience in a high-stakes environment, promising more exciting matchups to come for both teams in the 2025 season.